Hey guys, we are back once again with Banished. Last episode we just kind of got everything kind of started, the basics done. So now is for the long haul, I guess. See how far we can get. Hopefully it will actually be a fair while. I've been playing this game a little bit recently, trying to get back in the swing of it. So hopefully it goes well. Now I'm thinking that we'll get some more houses, probably. I mean, our food is pretty basic, but we did just get the hunting cabin, so that should go up a little bit in the following seasons. You know, 1,000 at the start isn't bad. That's pretty good. If it's like maintains around about 1,000, that's pretty good for the start. Oh god, I need a builder. Really, we just need, you know, some more labourers. One thing that I always do is like, I get a school because people like, children turn into students like quicker than they would turn into labourers. But if you just get rid of the teacher from the school, then they all just become labourers like immediately. It's like really helpful if you like really need labourers. I usually don't use that tactic until later game anyway, but it's always very handy. Looks like we have a nice maintaining number of tools and firewood, so that's really handy. We should probably get some more trees cut down. Oh, these are already being cut down anyway, so I might as well just let them do that. The health has gone down, but we did just get a herbalist. And people seem to be going to it. Anyway, everything's looking good so far. We have gone down a little bit in food, but we know we've got the farm that is growing. So its harvest should be pretty good. Considering got nearly 600, so yeah, that is really good. This house is taking so long to be built. We definitely need more people. Oh, there we go. Now it has all the stone that it needs. Stone, you never really need to worry about too much unless you want to build stuff, because stone is only used in buildings, I am pretty sure, whereas like iron's used in tools and wood is for firewood, so it's constantly going down. That's something you always have to keep your eye on, which right now wood, like, it's very low, so we should make this all like top priority. I don't really know how the priority things works, if it's like every time you do it goes like up in priority, or it just like goes to the top. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but it works fine enough. So we should start getting more kids. Each household always gets at least one, even if it's just like one person. I always seem to find that they still get a child somehow. But yeah, everything's going smoothly. Food is very good at the moment. We will try to get the gatherer and the forester running sometime soon, like when we get some more people going. I love the nomad feature. It's a really great feature, but it's like so hard to like kind of maintain it, because there's always like a large sum. I've rarely ever had any amount lower than 10 for nomads, and you may not have the resources and stuff to take them all in, but you desperately need a few laborers, so I always save it and take them to see how it goes. But it is like so hard. You have to work really fast. You have to get more food resource stuff up, more houses, whatever. And I often find that if you take like a large sum of nomads and you build their houses and stuff, it might take a little bit to get the resources and their food up. But by that time you haven't really had any more like births for babies, and all of a sudden everyone's just dying of old age. I do love the nomad feature though. That's really handy. I wish that there would be like something smaller, like maybe by trade, people, not that you're trading things for people, but you know, you have the option to have a couple of people or whatever. But I'm sure they did trade people back in these days. I don't know. Just gonna... But it would be handy just to have a couple of people instead of 27 at a time, which can be hard to maintain. See, we do have a few labourers coming up. Just got to make sure to, once again, maintain the houses. You want a steady flow of people. These trees are getting cut down very slowly. Oh, we still do have all these rocks and stuff, but they're nearly gone, so it shouldn't be too long. I didn't even get those, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. Oh, these should be definitely top priority. Why are they cutting down the iron when this is top priority? That's what I'd really love to know. Pretty sure only one house can fit in there. Yep. Could put little stockpiles behind it though. Maybe. Oh, we'll see, Still got another, yeah. Food is not looking that great. It is only early spring, so we'll get that 600 food harvest. I was a bit lower this year. I'm thinking we'll get the gatherer's hut next before we build another house, but once it's up we'll build one. Also, another thing I wish you could do, when the herbs and the food are exposed, when you cut down the trees, they eventually just disappear. But I wish you could actually harvest them. You can get rid of them, but they don't go into your storage. They just disappear. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, at least, which is quite annoying. I understand herbs and stuff, maybe you have to pick them a certain way, but food is literally just on the ground. Just pick that up and put it in the storage. One mistake I always make is putting the limit for tools and clothes up higher in early game. Oh, the food. You don't have to do that. They stay pretty stable for a long time, and I always build extra places which take resources, and then I waste a labourer, and then I it takes resources to make them as well. It's just you don't need to put them up for a little while, especially clothing. Tools you may need to a little bit in the game, but the rest is fine. jeez. Well, our food is coming from here. Oh, see, the gatherers haven't only been up for like not even a minute. And look how much food it's already gathered. I mean, it probably isn't that much in comparison to how much food we need or whatever, but that's a fair bit for this small little area. I don't know how that kind of works, but it does somehow. I kind of want to build another house, but I'm not quite sure if we can handle it yet. We'll just see how this winter goes before I do anything. Having the gatherer's hut, we can definitely support another house though. At least one. So we should be fine. In theory. So I might just give it a go. Definitely need some more trees to be cut down. I kind of don't want to cut too far out, but because we could extend the city a little bit this way, have a forester and whatever here, and then extend and then the city again over here, I think would be really handy. So I might kind of plan that out now, because that's kind of the next path I want to go. We could go over here and do one here, like build a bridge. And then have the city extend out over here. Or over here. That would be, yeah, we could do like the city and what's here, but not just yet. I don't feel like it's necessary just yet. Yeah, so I'll just kind of, I don't think we need to extend it too much this way because we've got this big area here and over here. So I'll probably just put one there. Put a forester next to it. Is that, yeah, that's in line. Okay. Build the forester. I don't worry too much about herbalists because they seem to maintain themselves. Over here is a pretty poor area, so it won't last too long. Maybe I should move it over because there's not a lot of trees here. I am fairly certain that trees do like continue to grow, like kind of like an acorn falls and they grow another one or something like that. So we'll just see how it goes before we do anything too drastic. We might as well get a storage barn up here because we will need one eventually anyway. And then we'll just get, there's only one, yeah. I might move that over then, that's gonna really annoy me. A bit of lag. And then we'll just get like a little bit of like, yeah, like that. Get rid of the rest of the road. Don't need it. Looking good. So then we can just extend the city out this way if we want to later on. Oh yeah, our food's going up way much more. Oh, see, look at that. That was so good. They're so good. I think that I might put the houses here. I'll get one for now. I don't want to expand too fast. Put little stockpiles. Can probably go for plan, at least plan of the fishing dock. Over here, I guess. Oh look, see, I'm not paying attention. I gotta pay attention. I'm getting to that point where I don't really want to cut the trees anymore. So I am thinking that we will build a bridge if we have enough wood, which I do not believe that we will. How much was that? 72. Jesus. Maybe we could just build it like right here. That got rid of 12, so that's, you know, pretty good. And then put the fishing dock like here instead. Right. So we need to chop trees down. In order to get over there to chop these trees down, we will eventually get there. Maybe I'll just get some of these. It's far away from the place, but I really don't want to cut these trees down. We'll just see how that goes. We shouldn't need to worry about firewood until after winter now, so hopefully we'll go okay. I could put a stockpile over here so when we do cut the trees down they don't have to walk as far. I might do that then. Just a small one, nothing too fancy. Yeah, see, children are being born left, right and centre. The forester is our next goal, unless we are going low on food, and then we'll just get the gatherer's hut. This is a fairly good area. It's got lots of trees and stuff already. I do feel like the trees are growing, like new trees. Yeah, so that's a tiny little one. Yeah, I think they are. I don't really know. Well, we had enough wood at least for this bridge, so that's good. And we still got, you know, still got a fair bit of wood coming in. I'll get a trader's dock later on. I'm not that worried about it at the moment. It would be nice to get some livestock, but I feel as if we're not going to be able to afford it anyway with the resources that we are getting nowish, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to get the trees along the mountains because I'm still not sure whether we'll put a another lot of this stuff here first, so I don't want to chop down too many trees. Our food is looking very good, so I'll build another house. And we are able to maintain the firewood pretty well. I'm going to go for the forest now. Get these little bits of stone. I think the herbs are doing well enough because we always have some in storage, so they'll eventually build up. I usually like to sell them in the trading post, but we won't need that for a little bit, so we'll leave it there for now. Wood could be a bit better, but hopefully that will, you know, go up once we get the forester. Sometimes I was talking, I think it was last episode, about how you need the old trees, so it's not wise to have a forester like near the herbalist. But I do sometimes in an area like where it's pretty bare but a good place to put it. I put a forester next to it, and then like just set it to. Oh, it's not built yet, but I'll show you. You can set it to plant and cut, or just to cut, or just to plant. And I always set it like just to plant stuff, so it builds the forest around the herbalist, and then I just get rid of it. So then that's really good, a good spot for all the herbs to grow and whatnot. Just make sure these are all set to chop down. Better get some workers on here. Would be wise. I feel like everything's going pretty good at the moment. We haven't had any dramas really so far, except for that. So we'll just build this extra one down here. I know it's like a little bit far away if like the resources from here have to like come down all the way here, but I'm not that worried. Maybe we should build one like up here somewhere, but I think we'll get to that a bit later. I'm not really sure where I want to put it. Maybe here. I don't know. We'll get to that later. The next thing I'll probably go for is the gatherer's hut down here. Be a good thing to go for. I don't really worry about the tavern or the hospital until later on, or the school really. Oh, we got disasters on this time. Put a well down. Whew. Totally forgot we put disasters on that. Oh god. So it would be wise to have a few of these laying around. I rarely play with it, and that's why like I never use the wells. We do have enough stone for it though, so that's really good. God, I forgot about that. I haven't I don't know how many disasters there are, but I have experienced the fire and the tornado. I think that's it. I'm not really sure. We have a fair few workers coming in, so we might as well just build the gatherer's hut now. We'll build it once we get the wells done, and then after we build that we'll put another house down or something like that. See how it goes. No, I always like to plan this out. See? I hate when they like just don't fit. Oh well. That will be fine. We could put a double road there, but like I said, I don't like to have double roads. I always just put a whatsy down. I also hate when things are like this. Like I want the road to be like straight, but it has this little gap here. I usually leave it if it's not really in plain sight. But if it is there and I can see it often, I usually just put another road there. I don't know why, I'm just weird like that. It just annoys me so much. But once you kind of like get the whole village built and stuff, you don't notice it at all, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, again? No. See, what? I don't know if these things have a radius or something, like they're not gonna come down here if they're all the way up there. I don't know. And this is like just got built. What do I need 9 workers for? I'm so confused. I'm not building anything, am I? Oh, the houses. Oh, I forgot to pause them. Oh my god. This is not good. This also sometimes happens. Oh, that should be fine though. I hope. God. Oh, damn it, we need more trees. How many are these producing? We'll cut down a little bit more. I don't want to get caught with no trees, no wood. That should do it. Got the gatherer's hut going. So yeah, so that would be able to support that house now that I accidentally built. At least these are like ready to go when we need as well, I guess. Oh, well anyway guys, I'm gonna leave it here and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!